In 1994, one decision changed football forever. It triggered a chain of events that still shocks the world today. But this story isn't really about football. It's the story of how one of the world's biggest sporting events collided with one of history's most dangerous criminal empires. Colombia, in the early 1990s, wasn't an ordinary country. It was a nation living under the shadow of powerful drug cartels. Groups like the Medellin and Cali cartels weren't just trafficking cocaine, they were influencing politics, controlling entire neighborhoods, and building criminal empires worth billions. Violence had become a part of everyday life. Bombings, assassinations, kidnappings. For many Colombians, fear had become normal. But amid all that chaos, football became the country's escape, and by 1994, Colombia wasn't just another team heading to the FIFA World Cup. Many believed they could actually win it. After a stunning 5-0 victory over Argentina during qualification, the team entered the tournament as one of the favorites. Fans were dreaming, the world was watching, and behind the scenes, millions of dollars had reportedly been wagered on Colombia's success. The pressure had never been higher. Then came June 22nd, 1994. Colombia faced the United States in a match they simply couldn't afford to lose. Early in the game, a dangerous cross was sent into the penalty area. Defender Andres Escobar stretched to intercept it, but instead, he accidentally sent the ball into his own net, an own goal. The United States won the match 2-1, and Colombia was eliminated from the World Cup far earlier than anyone had expected. To most people, it was just a heartbreaking football moment, but in Colombia, some believed it had become something far more dangerous, because 6 days later, Andres Escobar was dead. He was leaving a nightclub in Medellin when an argument broke out in the parking lot. Moments later, he was shot multiple times. The news sent shockwaves across Colombia. People began asking the same question: was this really just an argument, or was there something far bigger behind it? Authorities eventually arrested Humberto Muñoz Castro, a man reportedly connected to the Gallon brothers, wealthy businessmen who had long been linked to Colombia's criminal underworld. Many believed enormous gambling losses from the World Cup had fueled the confrontation. Others argued the murder wasn't directly ordered by a cartel at all, but was the result of a drunken dispute involving people with alleged criminal ties. More than 30 years later, the full truth is still debated. By the early 1990s, organized crime had become deeply intertwined with Colombian society. The influence of powerful criminal organizations extended far beyond the drug trade, reaching into businesses, politics, and even football itself. And whether Andres Escobar's death was a calculated act of revenge or a tragic confrontation made possible by that violent world, it became a symbol of an era when the consequences of organized crime reached far beyond the streets. His death forced Colombia to confront the devastating impact violence had on the country's image they loved. Even today, it remains one of the darkest stories in World Cup history. Subscribe and watch how one man built the entire modern mafia.